Hey guys, I'm Candy and welcome back to Candy's Locker Room. First things first, let's get into the thick of it. The Dallas Cowboys versus the Washington football team. Take two. Christmas came early for the Dallas Cowboys as they defeated the Washington football team on Sunday, the day after Christmas, at home. Here's what happened. In the first quarter, Dak was sacked twice at the beginning, and of course, as Dallas Cowboys fans having a bit of PTSD, panicked until Diggs saved the day with an interception on the Washington's second play of the game. Then, from there, things were smooth sailing for the Cowboys as Zeke scored a touchdown, then Schultz after a 74-yard drive, and then DeMarcus Lawrence with an interception and another touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys going into the second quarter, leading over the Washington football team 21-0. By the way, before we get into the second quarter, I just have to say, I'm tired of saying that long name. Washington, can you just name your darn team already? Washington couldn't stand the beating, so in the beginning of the second quarter, they scored a touchdown, bringing the score to 21-7. But the Cowboys were on a roll, especially Zeke and Dak, as Zeke ran in for a Dallas Cowboys touchdown, bringing the score to 28-7. At this point in the game, guys, things were heated. Oh no, not between Dallas Cowboy players and whatchamacallit football team. It was between the Washington football team and the Washington football team. But we'll talk about that on Flag on the Play. While Washington was over there beating each other up, the Cowboys were over there coming up with a trick play. Terrence Steele, our offensive tackle, checked in with the refs as a receiver for the play and was able to catch a pass for another Dallas Cowboys touchdown, bringing the score to a whopping and embarrassing 35-7. One would think that the Dallas Cowboys may want to have a little pity on Washington at this point. Nope, not our guys, as they score another touchdown. Meanwhile, number 94 of the Washington football team is over on the sidelines, just fuming mad still. So, of course, what do? We take that opportunity, and Cooper, who had been frustrated in the media with his lack of targets, got one during this game and scored, bringing the score to 42-7 before the half. So, guys, at this point, Dak and the offense are spotless. I mean, Dak had an immaculate first half. And so did our offense. And so did our defense. So people were wondering, is the Washington football team going to come out after halftime? Well, they did. And here's what happened in the third quarter. The Cowboys start the second half off perfectly. Clement blocks the punt from Washington football team, and it is recovered by Golston of the Dallas Cowboys for another Dallas Cowboys touchdown, bringing the score to 49-7. So at this point, the Cowboys are like, you know what? We're not going to risk Dak anymore for this little scrimmage of a game that the whatchamacallit football team is playing. We're going to bring in our backups. So Cooper Rush comes in as quarterback. And here we're rolling into the fourth quarter. Off the bat, Malik Hooker, remember him from when some of our receivers were out? I believe it was Gallup, and he held down the spot pretty well. Well, he did so again in this game with a long run, eventually leading us into scoring position as Malik Turner scores another Dallas Cowboys touchdown, bringing the score to 56-7. At this point, it's a game of horse, and everybody on the Cowboys team is touching that line. And at this point also, it's all smiles on the Dallas Cowboys sideline, except for Parsons. He doesn't care what the score is and by how much we're winning. He wants to play, and that's why he's up for Defensive Player of the Year. As a show of good faith to the whatchamacallits, the Cowboys let them score another touchdown, and the Cowboys defeat the Washington football team 56-14, dominating this game from start to finish, but not without our quarterback making history in the midst of things. Not only did Dak Prescott throw for 300+ yards and 4 touchdowns in this game, only playing in 3 quarters, but he made history tonight by being the second player to throw touchdowns to a wide receiver, tight end, running back, and O-lineman. But of course, he didn't notice. He was too busy helping beat the brakes off of the Washington football team. Now it's time for Candy's Flag on the Play. My flag on the play is against Darren Payne and Jonathan Allen of the Washington football team. So Payne and Allen, number 94 and number 93, are sitting next to each other on the bench, and Payne is steadily saying something to Allen before he goes up, stands up, and kind of puts his finger in the side of Allen's head. Well, that wasn't a great idea because Allen got up and swung on Payne, and by the looks of it, by the looks of his cheek, he may have just kind of grazed his cheek there. Now, these two are old college teammates with allegedly some type of long history, and it seemed like that long history caught up with them and reached its boiling point during this game because they were just really about to have a whole fight on the sideline, or had a partial fight. Who does that in the middle of the game? But the scariest thing was that Payne could not seem to calm down. The cameras kept showing him, and he was just sitting there looking so pissed. No, I hope they took them to Chuck E. Cheese afterwards to squash it and make them happy, but it just looked like a situation that wasn't going to get better during the game. Now it's time for Candy's Hot Shot of the Week. My Hot Shot of the Week is Mr. Dak Prescott himself. He had on a plum button-up shirt underneath a blazer that was plaid, plum, and white, and a sort of creamish crop pant with a brown loafer. That wasn't my favorite part of the outfit. My favorite part was the confidence. During one of the press conferences, someone yelled out, "Hey, I like your purple," and Dak replies, "It's plum." That outfit created for Dak Prescott by Gent's Playbook. Now it's time for Candy's Players of the Week. Trevon Diggs and Micah Parsons. They are just two different types of animals. Well, at least according to Parsons, he nicknamed Trevon Diggs himself the Lion, and both are proving true to those names this season. All right, guys, that concludes Candy's Locker Room. I can't wait to catch you guys as we face off against the Cardinals on Sunday at home. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all of those good things, and I will talk to you guys soon. Happy New Year and happy holidays from Candy's Locker Room.